Well guys, here we are again with Project Element. Today we're going to be working on replacing our struts. Lawrence had to work today, so I'm kind of on my own. He's much better at this filming than I am, but we'll see how it goes. Show you here what we're going to do. I've already started off a little bit with taking off the tire and getting some things lubricated. Let me see if I can show you what we're doing here. I'm not very good at this filming stuff, but we'll show you. Here under the car, if you look right here, this is the strut, and this is what we'll be replacing. It actually goes up under into the engine compartment and comes down. To take this off, we've got to remove, let's see if I can get this here. We've got to remove this ball joint. Then we also have to remove these two bolts here, and then take a couple things off over here. We'll show you as we do it. And then up in here, in the engine compartment itself, let's see if I can show you this. I don't know how to make it turn the other way. But in the engine compartment itself, let's see where it's at. I don't know how to show it to you. There it is. We've got to take off this bolt, and this bolt back here, and we'll get back to you in a little bit. Thanks, guys. Well, guys, here we are again. I'll show you what we have to take off underneath it here. We have to take off this bolt right here, which is for the ABS sensor. We have to take off this bolt, take out this bolt right here. It's 12 millimeter. This first one is 10 millimeter. This one is for the brake cable. After that, we will be taking off this here. This is for the ball joint, and yes, I know the ball joints need to be replaced, and I've noticed also with the front control arms, they'll need to be done. Now, we're doing this as a budget project, as we said, so they'll have to come another time, and then after that, we'll be taking off these two. I'll get these off here. I've already broken them loose, have them all sprayed down with penetrant, and after I get them off, I'll come back and show you what I do with the rest of them. Thank you. Well guys, as you can see, I've got my father-in-law, the ex-mechanic, came out and told me, this is a tie rod end, not a ball joint. It has a ball joint in it, but it's a tie rod end. Got the tie rod ended out. Had a little trouble, as you can see, I hit it pretty well, but it didn't come out. My father-in-law, the mechanic, went back and got me this baby, little air hammer. Put the nut back on, and then just use this right on the end there like that, and man, it popped it right out just as easy as butter. As you see, I've got both of these off. Both the nuts are off. They came off really easy. I'm really surprised. I've got my bungee cord here that I'm going to use to tie this up. So we'll be back to you in a little bit. Thanks, guys. As you can see, these are the old struts we took out. They were pretty well worn. You can see this one is pretty eaten up top here. This was the passenger side. It was making all kinds of noise. It was squeaking like crazy. Sounded like I had a herd of mice under the hood of the car. The car was running very rough. You felt about every bump you went across. As you see around here, the new strut is done here. Now I know some of you are going to automatically say, oh, he bought Sen struts. Yes, I did. I told you this budget project for us. I know there's some people haven't had good results, but the majority of the people have had very good results. Some of the older results were old. Each of these bolts here are to be torqued at 33 foot-pounds. The one right here should be torqued at 32. Both of these should be torqued at 116. These two over here, this one, it says it's like 12 pounds, and this one says it's like 8. I'll be honest with you, I just took those and hand tightened them. And then we also did the driver's side. As you can see, all three of these have been torqued to 33 pounds. This has been torqued to 32, this tie rod end. Both of these have been torqued to 116. And then each of these have been hand tightened again. I told you, I think the spec says 12 for this one and 8 for this one. I just torqued them up. I just tightened them up by hand. I didn't worry about the torque specs. Actually, these here, we have an older torque wrench. It doesn't have the clicks. We did about 120. We actually did, because these here we did about 35. And these here, because we had to use an extension, we actually went up to 35 also. My father-in-law, who's an ex-mechanic, said we should add a little bit to those because of the fact that we were using an extension. All right, guys, I'm going to put the front tires back on, and probably here in just a little bit, going to try to tackle the backs. Pray that I get it all done today, because it'd be nice if I have it done so Lawrence doesn't even have to help me after he's worked all day. See you soon. Well guys, here we are again. I'm getting ready to start on the rear struts. Let me see if I can get this camera to turn around and I'll show you what I'm about to do. I might have to pause this and I'll start again in just a second. All right, here's the rear strut here. I'm gonna have to remove that bolt right there. It's a 17 millimeter. And then actually inside the car, I'm sure you can see I've got the little panels off there. They pop off with just a regular screwdriver. Let me come around here and I'll show you. Inside of there, I believe these are each 14 millimeter here and here, each of these. This one here and that one there. We're gonna spray them down with a little penetrant on each side, spray the bolts on the bottom with penetrant, and then we'll give them a go here in just a little bit. Lord willing, we'll have all 4 of these struts removed here very shortly. This is the passenger side. Thanks guys.
After this point, not too much more was filmed. My dad was filming by himself and trying to do the best job he could. The struts in the rear and front were successfully installed. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching and have a wonderful day.